Vi here, and in this video we will go over weapon crafting. First, I'll cover the basics of weapon crafting. Expect to see this exact clip in all the weapon crafting videos, so skip ahead if needed, though it would help me if you watched it all. As always, if you find this helpful, leave a like on the video, comment and subscribe as it will help me out. All weapons have a chance of rolling one out of up to 3 passive talents, so you'll always receive one thing like 5 to 13% extra damage against a goblin as the example. The talents can be seen over here. Now, depending on the success of your weapon crafting, you can get anywhere between 5 to 8% on the passive. If it's a great success, this value increases from 11 to 13% for the passive you got. Another thing is the sockets on a weapon. This can be seen over here. All weapons have a 100% chance of getting one socket, whereas any additional socket is determined by the success of the weapon crafted. So for an example, if my weapon had a great success when I crafted it, I would have a 50% chance of it being a 3-socket weapon. Or at least that's how I interpret this graph. It's all honestly a little confusing, but in-game it's not necessarily as complicated as I make it sound probably. Another thing about weapon crafting is all weapon archetypes will use the same materials. So a bow uses the same material as a sword, etc. In the top right, we can use tickets and rolling balls to increase the success rate of getting a great success when crafting. The baseline of a great success is 25%. So, in an ideal perfect scenario, we would want a great success that grants us 4 sockets. With the passive, we would want such as Goblin Slayer with a max roll of 13% damage increase. So pray to RNGesus that you get the ideal perfect scenario at endgame. Anyway, let's craft some of these weapons and see our own luck. Terrible luck aside, you don't need the perfect ideal scenario. This is only for people who are interested in min-maxing. Here's an example of my frostbow with 4 sockets, a mid-roll of 12%. But the passive isn't great. Another form of RNG is the plugins that go into sockets can range anywhere between 1-star and 5-star. So for a true perfect ideal scenario, 4 sockets, 13% of the passive you want, and 4 5-star plugins of your choice. Plugins can boost your damage for skills, reduce cooldowns, etc. Now for the actual part of the weapon crafting, I'll go over the level 10 weapon materials needed and where to find them. Remember, all weapon archetypes use the same materials, so don't worry about what weapon is shown on screen. The first material is 4x Giant Fossil. You can find the Giant Fossil material as a dungeon completion reward for the Dragonclaw dungeon. Each clear will give you 1 fossil and can use a ticket to get an additional fossil at the end of a dungeon. The second material is 3 Goblin Fangs. These are rare drops you get from goblins inside the Dragon's Claw dungeon free mode exploration. Basically just walk into the dungeon, find the goblins, and kick their ass until you bust a tooth out their mouth. Simple thing to do. The final material is 5 ringstones, which can be found anywhere simply by gathering minerals. So get out there and pick up rocks. That's all. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to channel if you support this content.